reacts to Adam Copeland, paying tribute to him at AEW All Out Toronto. Hello, guys. Welcome to my channel. I am Elena. Have a nice day. For the latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. The John Cena and Adam Copeland connection has been on display across both WWE and AEW programming this month. During the FTR versus Adam Copeland Christian Cage match at AEW All Out Toronto, Copeland broke out a tribute to Cena by hitting the 5-knuckle shuffle and following up with the attitude adjustment. The moment came just days after Cena himself gave a nod to Copeland on the September 6th episode of WWE SmackDown. While facing Sami Zayn, Cena delivered a spear. On commentary, Michael Cole suggested the move may have been a reference to Roman Reigns, but Corey Graves noted it seemed more like a shout-out to Copeland. After SmackDown, Cena posted a photo of Copeland in his Edge days on Instagram. Following Copeland's All Out Toronto tribute, Cena once again shared an image of Edge on the platform. Copeland reacted to Cena's gesture earlier this week, saying, "I saw a clip a couple of days ago where he did the whole spear setup and everything. It's super fun. Yeah, it's just fun. With John and I from day one, it just clicked. And I think it was our characters were polar opposite. I knew what the assignment was, and so did he. I think you had two guys that were very willing to do what we had to do to get us both over." WWE News and Rumor Roundup Superstar has been released after the company felt buyer's remorse. Why Roman Reigns missed Wrestle Palooa and more. Welcome to the WWE News and Rumor Roundup for September 21st, 2025. Following the conclusion of Wrestle Palooa, we'll look at topics about Roman Reigns and other names in today's edition. While Reigns missed the event, John Cena was present for a massive showdown. We have updates on Cena and Cody Rhodes' futures in the company after Wrestle Palooa. Let's get started. Cody Rhodes' opponent confirmed for WWE Crown Jewel 2025. Cody Rhodes has a big challenge ahead of him. After a successful title defense against Drew McIntyre at Wrestle Palooa, the undisputed WWE champion was involved in a stare-down with Seth Rollins during the post-Dash show. Triple H later announced that Rhodes and Rollins will compete on October 11th to determine the Crown Jewel champion. This year's Crown Jewel event will take place in Perth, Australia, and the confirmed singles match will be their first since Hell in a Cell 2022. What quote next for John Cena? Speaking of Crown Jewel, another name advertised for the big event is John Cena. Wrestle Palooa was a bad night for Cena fans, as Brock Lesnar defeated the 17-time world champion in a largely one-sided contest. But there is still hope for a better outing in his remaining 5 appearances. Interestingly, Cena will not appear on any other WWE show between Wrestle Palooa and Crown Jewel. He is scheduled for 2 episodes of Raw in November, Survivor Series, and his retirement match in December. WWE reportedly regretted bringing back Andrade. Andrade has been released from World Wrestling Entertainment following behind-the-scenes controversy. A recent report provided more details on how he was viewed within the company. According to the Wrestling Observer newsletter, WWE had buyer's remorse with the 35-year-old following his return in 2024. A reported issue during this run was Andrade's lack of improvement in English, which may have held him back in terms of character progression. Other Mexican stars, such as Penta and Rey Fénix, usurped the former United States champion in the eyes of higher-ups. The company reportedly hoped Andrade's comeback from AEW would draw excellent fan reactions, like in the case of CM Punk and Cody Rhodes. But, as we now know, he could not sustain a similar interest from fans in the long run. Roman Reigns missed WWE Wrestle Palooa for one reason. As big as the company's tie-up with ESPN was advertised to be, Wrestle Palooa did not feature one of the biggest sports entertainers today. Roman Reigns was MIA. According to Fightful Select, Roman Reigns is still filming Street Fighter. For those unaware, Reigns will portray Akuma in the movie, and he teased a new look for the same recently. It will be interesting to see what's next for Roman Reigns in wrestling. He last appeared at Clash in Paris and was injured as part of the storyline, thanks to Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker. 6 biggest winners and the losers from WWE Wrestle Palooa. WWE's first premium live event on ESPN's streaming service has come to an end. The show concluded with Cody Rhodes standing tall as the undisputed WWE champion. The event opened with Brock Lesnar's dominant performance and later featured AJ Lee's in-ring comeback After almost a decade, the Triple H-led creative team's booking of some stars made them the biggest winners and losers of the night. In this article, we will look at the three biggest winners and losers from Wrestle Palooza. Brock Lesnar not only defeated John Cena in the latter's retirement tour, but also reminded him of their SummerSlam 2014 match. Lesnar decimated the last real champion and delivered multiple F5 to him. The Beast effortlessly dominated the entire match and handed a heartbreaking loss to the 17-time WWE World Champion. Lesnar's domination and victory over Cena eventually made him a winner at Wrestle Palooza. Loser, Drew McIntyre. While Lesnar was the biggest winner of the night, Drew McIntyre unfortunately seemed like the biggest loser of the show. Despite his best efforts, the Scotsman suffered a clean loss against Cody Rhodes. There were no interferences or distractions during the showdown. The American Nightmare pinned McIntyre in the middle of the ring, seemingly marking the end of the Scottish Warriors' world title pursuit. This defeat not only made Drew the biggest loser of the night, but also derailed his momentum on WWE SmackDown. The Vision defeated the USOs when Braun Breaker speared Jey Uso and pinned him. Although Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch suffered a loss, the night was fruitful for the villainous faction. A victory over Jey and Jimmy Uso solidified Breaker and Reed as a tag team. It also gave Braun some much-needed momentum ahead of his potential singles match against Roman Reigns. John Cena is just months away from his in-ring retirement. Despite having limited dates left on his farewell run, the Cenation leader suffered the wrath of Lesnar at Wrestle Palooza and failed to give his longtime rival tough competition. Just a few months ago, Cena was the undisputed WWE champion, and his poor loss against Lesnar at Wrestle Palooza made him a big loser in Indianapolis. The last real champion should have been booked to go toe-to-toe with Lesnar. Instead of being squashed, AJ Lee finally returned to the squared circle as she competed in a lengthy match alongside her husband, CM Punk, against Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins. The former WWE Divas champion not only appeared in great shape, but also showed no signs of ring rust. Lee delivered an impressive performance, and this made the mixed tag team match even better. The victory and her overall booking made her a winner at the Wrestle Palooza Premium Live event. Though Triple H did not compete in a match at Wrestle Palooza, the night still made him a big loser. The game hinted at some major surprises for the show, but the creative team failed to deliver on the promise. The show received a negative response from many viewers, as they felt it was predictable and lackluster. The game had some of the biggest names of the company on the show's card, but still, he failed to meet the expectations of the audience. Many members of the WWE universe aren't satisfied with Wrestle Palooza. These reactions from the audience made Triple H a big loser at WWE's debut event on ESPN's streaming service. John Cena was involved way more in former champions released from WWE than Randy Orton. John Cena and Randy Orton were the top two stars on WWE Raws for years to come under the old regime. However, the two famously didn't get along with Mr. Kennedy, and the former United States champion revealed Cena was involved way more in his release than Orton. In 2009, Mr. Kennedy was abruptly released from WWE 4 days after returning to television. A while later, the former United States champion revealed that Randy Orton complained to the management following their 10-man tag team match, and Kennedy never returned to the Stamford-based promotion. Speaking on Mic Check with Mr. Anderson, the former TNA World Champion discussed the incident in which he was released from the Stamford-based promotion. During this, Anderson stated that John Cena might have been way more involved in his release or equally involved with Randy Orton, even though Cena was on Kennedy's. I will say this, everybody always asks about the Randy Orton aspect of that story. John Cena was way more involved than Randy Orton, or just as involved, I would say. So, I will say that Anderson said, John Cena and Randy Orton had their final WWE match in May 2025. John Cena and Randy Orton have crossed paths on countless occasions ever since they got their start in the Stamford-based promotion. After graduating from the same class of OVW in 2002, Cena and Orton have had legendary careers under the old regime. The two names crossed paths one last time in May 2025 when John Cena defended the undisputed WWE Championship against Randy Orton at Backlash. However, the biggest change was their characters, as the franchise player was the heel and the Viper was the babyface during their feud. In the end, John Cena secured a final victory against his longtime enemy in the Stamford-based promotion. With less than a handful of dates left, there's a chance that the two might not face each other, but the door isn't shut for a reunion inside the ring as tag team partners for a final time. If you use quotes from the article, please credit Mike Check with Mr. Anderson.